Good morning from Las Vegas. Let's get ready together. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is just going to be a try to get ready with me from my Vegas hotel room. Welcome. So I have been doing a little staycation, I guess. I have a girlfriend in town, Angelica Nyqvist, another YouTuber. I believe she is doing a vlog of her trip, so make sure to check that out. She is in town for a conference. She owns the beauty brand Singe Beauty. So she is in town for a conference here and asked if I wanted to come along. I do live in Las Vegas, so I said sure. She had a room at the Bellagio, so I was like, let me do a little staycation. I did attend some of the conference with her as well, since I do own my own brand also, which is by Samantha March. So we've had a fun couple of days. Today is the last day. She's actually doing a tour right now that I was going to pass on, but I brought my camera with me. I wasn't sure if I was gonna vlog or what I was gonna do, but I was sitting here and I have to get ready for the day. So I was like, let me just sit down and do a very chill, probably quick get ready with me from my Vegas hotel room. Did I say? We're at the Bellagio, one of my favorite resorts here in Vegas. So I'm just going to be doing my makeup and just kind of having a little chill, just a little chill chat. But my travel schedule is about to be very intense, so you are probably going to see a handful of videos from me coming up where I am either getting ready in a hotel room, someone else's home. I'm just filming regular videos in different locations. I have been really busy with travel since the beginning of the year. I mean, I rang in 2024 in Ireland, and I have been quite busy, but starting now, it only gets crazier. I go to the Hamptons next week, which I'm really excited for. Almost immediately after coming back from the Hamptons, I go to Chicago. Right from Chicago, I go to Iowa. My brother gets married. I come back to Vegas for 4 days. I head out to Iceland. I have Rome coming up. I have Greece coming up. I have Maine coming up. I'm also doing smaller trips to like North Carolina, Michigan to visit friends. So yeah, I don't know how much filming I'll be able to be doing in my apartment in Las Vegas. So this is also just my kind of, I thought it would be fun to do it from the hotel room, because this might be not necessarily like the new normal, but like for a little bit, you might be seeing some videos from me in different locations. But I am so excited for my upcoming travels. Zoom you in a little bit more, zoomed in. She's using the Natasha Denona concealer and then the Singe Beauty F02. Yes, the F02 for my concealer brush. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to all my travels. I did talk about in one of the last videos that Angie and I are hosting another retreat weekend. So we just did Austin. We both have our vlogs up of our Austin trip. We had 18 women come along from our community. So me and Angie, we had 20 total. And we had so much fun. We had a kind of like a fancy dinner on Friday, like with our own private room and all the things. On Saturday, we went to Barton Springs, this really cool natural like spring pool in Austin. We also did a drag brunch with everyone. We had another dinner where we had like the whole top like patio deck to ourselves, which was really cool. We did some of like the Austin nightlife. And we are going once again, we're going to Portland, Maine in September 6th through 8th. And I just want to point out again that we do have a Instagram group chat that is already, I think we're at almost 150 people in that group chat. Once again, we're gonna have 18 tickets for sale. And we are first going to put in the group chat the itinerary, like what's included. So again, it'll be 2 dinners, a lunch, an activity, things like transportation to and from events. We don't cover hotels or like flights there. Some people who are local, like with Austin, and when I did this in Vegas by myself, some people live here, so they don't necessarily need hotels. And that's something that it's like wherever you want to stay, or if you have a friend, you have your own home, things like that. But we do cover things that we do as a group there, like the meals, activities, the transportations to and from, gratuity, things like that. But all of that information will be going in the group chat, and then I'm going to put the exact date and time those tickets are going to go for sale. That's what I did for Austin, and I felt like it worked out really well. And it's probably going to be like for a week that I'm going to be like, hey, a reminder, they're going up on Tuesday. Hey, a reminder, they're going up at 10 a.m., whatever it may be. That way we just want to make this as like fair as possible, and then it's just a first come first served, like whoever buys the 18 tickets first, like that's who is coming. We don't have any sort of like, we don't like look like, because we've had a question of like if we like pick and choose who comes on the trip, and we don't. It's just whoever gets those tickets first gets the tickets. So that's kind of how that one will work. So I just wanted to jump on here again and just kind of share about it. If you are not yet following me on Instagram, I am March Beauty Word, and then I do have a pinned post with our main like graphic on there, and if you just comment on that and say please add me to the group chat, I will. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to add everybody because it just takes a long time to like get everyone added, but I will add everybody to the group. And then it's gonna be really shortly here though that we're gonna be announcing like the date and the time, because we do wanna get those ticket sales up since this is happening in September and we're already halfway through June. So crazy. Where is the time going? Nobody knows. I actually brought my Marc Jacobs bronzer with me. Ooh, so fun. So yeah, so that's a little bit about Maine. So please join the group chat, or request to join the group chat if you haven't yet, because the ticket sales are going to be going up very soon. And I'm really, really excited about that. Next up is the Hamptons. So I'm excited but nervous. I don't really know much about the Hamptons. I'm going with a girlfriend who also doesn't know much about the Hamptons. So we're just kind of like bopping around. Like we have like hotels booked and that sort of thing, but and I know that you're supposed to take like a train, like I'm flying into JFK and then I have to like take a train or something. Like we'll figure it out. We'll get there. But I'm really looking forward to that. I think that will be a really fun adventure. So yeah, I'm just excited for it. Like I said, I might have some videos coming up where I'm in different locations, and it's so funny though because so Angie is here. I'm filming this on a Wednesday. Should hopefully go up on Friday. I try to do a get ready with me every Friday. My last one was a members only video. If you don't know, I do have memberships on YouTube, so I do a members exclusive video every single month, and then I also do a live Zoom hangout once a month as well with members on the 2nd and 3rd tier levels, and then all members do get a member exclusive video from me, and you get to choose. I have the members vote on what they want to see, if you want like a beauty video around the home, things like that. And then I also have you vote on like the exact video that you want to see. So last month it was a chatty get ready with me, and I just answered, you know, some of your questions. And then this month it's actually a shop with me, which I think I know I think it's gonna be at IKEA this month. Last time I did a shop with me, it was at Target. Angie came in on Sunday night, I think it was. She got in a little bit later, and we actually went to a magic show here. I went to a friend's birthday party using the Dior Blush. I went to a friend's birthday party recently, and she is friends with someone who has a magic show at Westgate. And so they ended up inviting some of us to go to the show, and then we got like a backstage tour, and then we went to dinner with the magician and her, I think it's her husband, I wanna say. Her partner at least. I thought that was really cool. So it's Jen Kramer at the Westgate. And so when they offered, I was like, oh, my girlfriend actually comes to town that night, like, you know, could she join us? And they said yes. So I picked up Angie from the airport, and we went right from the airport to the magic show. And then we had dinner afterwards. We had sushi at the restaurant in Westgate, and it was so good. I mean, I'm just like a big fan of sushi anyways, but that sushi was so yummy. So highly recommend that. That's what we did Sunday night. So we didn't get home until late. I don't think we left the sushi restaurant until like 10 maybe. So by the time we got home, we just went to bed. And then the next day was so funny because I wake up, I woke up when Angie got up. I was like, oh, Samantha, you should get up. But I was like, listen, Angie is like my best friend. Like she like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you have some guests where you're like, oh, I need to be like entertaining them and doing like, no, she can do whatever she wants in my apartment. I don't care. I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep, but she's also 2 hours ahead of me. So when she got up, it was like 8 o'clock her time, but it was still only 6 my time. And I was just tired, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna stay sleeping for a little bit longer. So I stay sleeping. I wake up like, you know, an hour later or something like that, and I'm like, okay, get up. I get up, I go into my office. So I have a 2-bedroom apartment, and you know, my bedroom is my bedroom. And then I have the other bedroom, which is like my office space. I have my standing desk, I have my walking pad that I work at. I have like all of my inventory for my brand. I have my entire makeup collection in there, all of those things, right? And I've been talking and I've been mentioning in videos of just like not being the happiest with my space. And you know, there's a lot that like goes into that, of course. Like I moved into this apartment in September because my other apartment got broken into. My dog passed away 2 weeks after moving into that apartment. So I was like, I keep saying that I want to be in my organized girl era. And I was like, oh, maybe moving to a new apartment will help me like achieve that. But then, and we were on a good path. Like me and Katie and Ashley went to the Container Store one day and spent like, I'm pretty sure over $1,000 at the Container Store. Like we were gonna get me organized and we were so excited, and my friends were helping me so much. And then Aries passed away. And it just like, we all stopped. Like, just never really like got back to it. Also saying in one of my videos, and I was talking about this with Angie a little bit more in depth last night, about like, I find myself that I like live in the future a lot, and it's something I'm really proactively trying not to do. What I mean by that is like, I use the example of when I first moved to Las Vegas and moved into my apartment, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna decorate it because I don't know if I'll like it here. I don't know if I'll like staying in Vegas. I don't know if I'll like the apartment complex. So like, why would I like buy new furniture and like really decorate because I'll only be here for a year, is how I looked at it. Instead of like, I'm here for a year, make it my own space, right? I was looking at it in the first way that I mentioned. And so, and I ended up staying at that apartment for, you know, 2 years. And then now when I moved into this apartment, it was like, oh, well, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. So why would I like, because to me, I knew that I needed a different like filming setup, and just I wasn't really loving the setup that I did when I first moved in and just kind of like haphazardly threw stuff together. But it was like, okay, well, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, so why would I like bother doing that? Why would I bother buying new things or like really putting a lot of effort into it when I might not be here for that long? And I'm like, okay, I really want to stop living my life that way, because all it's doing is holding me back from being present and being in the moment and doing what's right for me right now. And so that's something that I really am trying to work on. And I was actually speaking with a friend about this the other day, and this was about something completely different. It was about, you know, his life and what he's got going on. And as I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, you do the same thing as me too. And I don't know if I've ever realized it. I don't know if anyone else thinks this way, but like, it was just so interesting to hear someone else talk. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, you live in the future too. So that I'm trying to give the examples of like my apartment and like my office and all those things. And I don't know, it just made me wonder like how many people, like how often do we hold ourselves back from doing something in the moment because we think like, oh, but maybe like in the future, it's not gonna make the most sense. Or I don't know. To me, when I talked about this in therapy, my therapist brought up that it's actually kind of like a form of self-sabotage because you're holding yourself back when you could be doing it right now. And I never really thought about it in that way. And I was like, okay, I really want to make a change. And obviously I've been talking to my friends about, you know, I literally talk to Angie every day, every other day through the Marco Polo app. So I've obviously been talking to her about it, and she's like, I love organizing. Like, I can't wait to come. Even though we were busy, you know, we were staying at the Bellagio and we had like the conference and stuff, but we had all of Monday because we couldn't check in until 3. Registration wasn't even until 4. So we had all day Monday. And I was like, see, I feel bad when people say that they want to help me like organize, because Katie and Ashley have done it. Angie's done it. I've had like my mom does it when she comes, like she's always helping me out. And I like feel bad because I don't like that kind of stuff, right? I'm not great at cleaning and organizing, and it's not my first like, can't wait to do this, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, but other people genuinely enjoy it. And for other people, it's like, it's how they find kind of like peace, or it's kind of how they like almost like relax. Like to me, like it doesn't make any sense. And I know some people, like I love to like sit and like read, and I know other people are like, I could never do that. So it's just, everyone is so different, you know. It's never like a judgmental thing, you know. I always use the example of like, some people are accountants, so like Couldn't be me. It doesn't mean that I think accountants are weird by any means. It's just everyone has different strengths, weaknesses, interests, hobbies, all the things. So some people really love cleaning and organizing, and Angie happens to be one of those people. So I wake up on Monday and go into my second bedroom, and she's already organized. She's got things in piles. She's like taking stuff out of the closet. Like my closet in that second bedroom, I'm hopefully going to be inserting like some before and afters. Like you couldn't even walk in the closet. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is. I say a lot that I don't have a very visual mind. And I used to say creative, right? Is that what I used to say was creative? Like I don't have a creative mind. And people are like, but you do, because I'm also an author. And like, I am a creative person, but I'm not a very visual person. And sometimes I use the example, like when we had our old house, my ex-husband like took me into the basement, which was not finished. And he was in the process of finishing the basement. And he was like, okay, like this is gonna go over here, and like this couch, and then the walls are gonna look like this, and then there's a TV, and he's like laying out this whole room for me. And I'm looking around the basement. He's like, can you see it? Like, can you see it? And I'm like, no, I don't see it. I see cement floors and like creepy walls. Like I was like, I can't see anything. Like I can't like draw, like to just like, I can't, it just doesn't compute. So I don't know if that's why I have a hard time with organization, because I can't see it. I can't visualize it. I don't know, that's just kind of my thing. So I walk in, she's already got, you know, piles going on, and I'm like, oh, okay, like we're really doing this. And then of course it's me with my anxiety brain, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, do you want to go to the pool instead? Do you want to? And she's like, no, this is so fun. Like, and literally as we worked for hours, and every so often she'd be like, oh, I'm having so much fun. I'm like, are you sure? Like, and we honestly, we didn't even vlog it at all. And I really think it was because we knew that we had a half a day to do this. And what we were doing essentially in my bedroom, my bedroom is like one big room. It's a bedroom, the bathroom is attached to it, the shower's right there, but then it also has this like interesting like nook space that kind of like goes out from the bedroom. And Ashley actually lived at my apartment complex as well, and she had the same apartment layout as me. And so in hers, she actually used that nook as her office space. That's where she had her computer and all of that. And then her husband, who also works from home, his office was their second bedroom. So when I was moving in and I was looking around, I was like, oh, I could use this nook as my filming space because it's right in front of windows. Like, it gives me a lot of natural light, all the things. But the way that it was set up, like I couldn't really have a background because it was kind of more like narrow. So, I mean, obviously if you've seen my past videos, like there's no, I'm literally just like against a wall, and I'm kind of like shoved in a little bit awkwardly, but I wasn't really sure if I should film in the second bedroom. And then I was like, well, where am I gonna have my office space if I do that? And I just didn't really know what to do. So Angie comes and she's looking at the space, and sometimes it's nice, you know what I was saying with her, to get like her feedback, because she's also being able to look at it through the lens of a YouTuber of like, okay, I'm moving into this apartment, this is what I would do. So she was like, I would move your filming space to the second bedroom. I would take out your standing desk and your walking pad and actually put it into the living room, because truthfully too, it's still hard for me to be in my apartment. It's also just, I also just don't like being alone that much. So a lot of times I take my laptop and I work from coffee shops, I work from Ashley's home. Sometimes I just work outside, like I have a deck and patio space. So a lot of times I'm not even in, because I was telling Angie, like, I'm just really not even in the second room a lot. And so she was like, why don't you take your standing desk, your walking pad, you put it out in the living room for the times you are here and you do want to be on those, you have it there. And then I was also saying that I really wish I had a space in my apartment like for me. Because to me, the apartment is like, it's like my filming space, it's my studio, it's my office, it's my warehouse, it's where I ship all my packages. Like, it just doesn't really feel like it's for me. like my living room, that's just, I put all my packages there, then I get ready to do a PR haul, that sort of thing. So she's looking at it and she's like, why don't you take the nook space in your bedroom and have that be like your cozy corner? And you can put like a chair in there or a small couch, a cute rug, some candles, like a little table. And because I try to read every night, so I try to read nonfiction at night. I read a lot of books. I always have my Kindle next to me, but I am also a book blogger and a book reviewer. So typically when I'm reading on my Kindle, I'm reading books to review on my blog, which is called Chicklit Plus. I think I'm just gonna do some gold from the Natasha palette. This is the Arome shade. It's one of my favorites. I do have a video doing eye swatches of the entire Natasha Denona Golden palette, and then I do also have a Get Ready With Me, and I'm just doing another one. Is this the look that I did in the Get Ready With Me? I don't remember. That's okay, but this is, I reach for this gold shade all the time. I also don't have the most amount of time. I think I only have like 15 more minutes before I gotta get out. So I'm just gonna try to do something really quick. I really liked that idea because for right now, I just don't really have a space like that. And I was like, how fun could that be for my night routine? Like, it's somewhere where like I'm in my bedroom, but I'm not necessarily in my bed yet, because I try to have that whole mindset of like your bed is for sleeping. Like, it's not for like eating, working. Like I try very hard never to like take my laptop into bed, that sort of thing. But to have a space where like I can sit and read whatever nonfiction book that I'm reading at the moment, you know, maybe work on my phone or answer comments or things like that, or even just like video chat with my friends. Like, I really liked that idea. So that's actually going to be what I want my next members only video to be. I was thinking of just going to IKEA, maybe like grabbing a small table that I could do, maybe like a little rug, something for that area. So in my mind right now, that's the next shop with me video. I wish if Angie was here for another day, I would totally make her go to IKEA with me as well, because she loves IKEA. But I'll probably just end up either doing it on my own, or my aunt actually comes in this weekend. So I don't know if my aunt would want to go to IKEA with me, but like if she does, we go to IKEA together. But I'm really excited for that. I think it will be impactful for just like, I don't know if I want to say my mental health, but I just think it'll be really nice. I'm someone who's like, I'm very invested in my night routine, and I think it's such a great way to be able to like slow down at night, have this little space where I can just like slow down, be chill, you know, light my candle, read my book, just kind of shut off for a little bit and then go to sleep. I feel like that's gonna be so good for me. So I'm excited. So yeah, so we moved, and we were picking everything up and moving in. We got the standing desk and the walking pad to my living room for when I want to utilize that space. We got my vanity and all my camera equipment moved into the second bedroom. We set up a whole, like I have a little, like, it's kind of like an entryway table, I guess, but that's in there. And so we put like the plant, we have like a really beautiful, like drawing of me in Aries. And then one thing that I think is so cool that I was finally able to set up, so through my brand by Samantha March, we have 2 decks of cards that we sell. The deck of healthy habits and the deck of daily gratitude. And I love these cards so much, and I rely on my cards so much. So when I was first coming out with the brand, one thing that I really wanted to launch was this deck of healthy habits, because at the time I was just really struggling with a lot. I was going through IVF, then I was also going through a divorce. I was also about to move, and I felt like each day I just needed one thing to focus on. And so that's how I came up with the deck of healthy habits, that each day I could just pick up a card and be like, okay, this is what I'm focusing on today. And because sometimes I feel like I have to do so many things all at one time, that deck helped me so much of like, this is today's focus, that's all you need to worry about, and this is how you're going to get through the day. And I just love that card deck so much. It will continue to be one of my favorite products that we sell through the brand, and it's something that I use all of the time. And I love my friends, because like Ashley has the decks too, and every once in a while, like if we're like going through it, she'll get out like the deck of daily gratitude. We'll all draw a card and it has a different, you know, different reason to be grateful, and then we'll go around and we'll talk about what the card said and how that reflects in our life. And I just like, I love stuff like that, right? So I had someone from the squad send me these like tiles essentially, but they are to be able to put the cards on, so you can display the cards. And I've always thought that was so cool, but I never really had a spot to like put them in. And so now in the background, I'm not sure, I haven't filmed in the space yet since we just did it Monday. Today's Wednesday. I've been at the Bellagio the whole time. But there's a space in the background where we set up those tiles, and I drew my cards and then I set them up there. And I just I'm just gonna love that so much. I'm so excited. And I ordered, Angie told me to order a lamp. So I got a lamp ordered. It actually just got delivered this morning. I'm even thinking about doing a I just want something like cozy, you know? I guess when it comes to me, I mean, I'm literally filming from a hotel room at this moment, but one reason why I feel like I like YouTube is because I like to get to know people. It's why I like YouTube more than I like something like TikTok, where it's so fast, I don't really feel like I know anybody. But there was a time where YouTube definitely started to go towards more high production with the videos, and I was like, oh man, because like, not that I can't do it, but like, that's the reason I like YouTube. I like people sitting on their beds. I like people sitting on their floors. I like people vlogging from their cars. Like, to me, that's what I gravitate towards. So that's why I've kind of always kept my channel that way, because it's like that thing of like doing what you like to watch, what you like to see. I don't really like watching the videos that are like so high like production, and I'm just like, ah, like it's not really what I come to YouTube for. So that's why I want to keep my videos like in that format, in that sense. So I'm really excited for the new like background space. But yeah, we got everything moved in there. We got everything cleared out of the nook. And then, yeah, I just need to get like, I just want like a really cozy chair and like a rug. I don't know, maybe I will go to Target. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try IKEA first for like the table, or Target might work too. I'm really excited to set that up. I have a lot of like throw pillows. Like, I'm just really excited for it, and I'm just like beyond grateful. And again, kind of going back to like, and part of me is like, I wish I would have vlogged it, even if it was like a members only video or something, since we were like kind of chaotic. But we worked from 8 o'clock to, I want to say it was probably around 2 that we stopped. We took a break for coffee at one point. And it was funny because Angie like set one of the boxes in front of me, and she was like, okay, this is the box to go through of like what you want to keep, what you want to get rid of. And I was like, okay. And then she like hands me the box, and I literally just stared at it for like 5 minutes. And she's like watching me, and she's like, do we need a coffee break? I was like, yes. Like, my brain, we had already been going for so many hours. I was like, whoa, I just, you know, I just needed like a mental reset. So we took a break for coffee at one point, and then when we finally stopped to like get lunch and then head down to the Bellagio, I was like, woof. But we worked really hard. We got so much done. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful that Angie literally spent her morning in Las Vegas doing that with me. Like, the same as like the gratitude that I felt for Ashley and Katie, like helping me move in and just taking their time. Like, I'm someone who like, I really look at when people put like time and energy into things, that to me is like so valuable. That's someone's time that they are never going to get back, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for people to put that into that, and like Angie knows how frustrated I've felt with just my apartment as a whole, and just, you know, I always cry when I do my eye makeup, but you know, just to have someone who will do that for you. And like, after we were done and we were looking at the room, I was like, I just already feel so much better. I feel so much better, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm excited to film. I am still planning to get a new camera and mic, and I want some new lights. So I'm not saying that my setup is going to be the best yet until we have everything done. And it's also like, it's crazy. Like, one of the reasons I brought it up is because it's like, okay, I just made this whole new filming space, and now I'm about to be traveling a ton, and you'll probably see me, you know, from different hotel rooms or homes. Like, when I go to Iowa, I'm staying at my brother's house for a week. I'm like, hey, I might need to like film a video from the guest room at some point. Excited, and just knowing that space is there. And I really do believe the whole like cluttered space like leads to a cluttered mind. So I'm really hoping getting more organized like this will really help with my anxiety. I really think it will, and I'm just so happy with it. So that was such a good feeling. So that's what we've been up to. Otherwise, yeah, we checked into the Bellagio on Monday. We registered for the conference, and then we had like a little mix and mingle, like hors d'oeuvres, drinks, that sort of thing. Tuesday was all full of like panels, hearing different speakers on like shipping and fulfillment for brands, that sort of thing. We had one that was like how to succeed, like if you sell your products on TikTok Shop, on Amazon. We had like how to work with influencers, which was really interesting for us as influencers, but as also brand owners, to hear how other brand owners do influencer strategy. So, you know, it's just been a really interesting few days, learning a lot. And then Tuesday night we had kind of like the wrap party at Cherie Rooftop at the Paris. So that was super pretty last night. They had a band playing, and then Montel Jordan came out and sang a song, and I was like, okay, Montel Jordan. So that was so fun. And we gambled last night. Angie's never gambled, and every time she comes to Vegas she's like, I've never gambled, and then we never do. But last night we were back a little bit earlier gambling. We did not win, so probably explains why I don't gamble a lot, but there's that. Oh, Monday night though, after the like mixer that we did, I took her to the Pinky Ring. I've talked about the Pinky Ring in my other videos because I went there the night of my birthday. We had so much fun. So the first time I went to the Pinky Ring, it was opened by Bruno Mars, and every once in a while he comes in and gives like surprise performances. So I was there the night of my birthday because we came to Bellagio, we had dinner at Spago, and then me and my friend went to the Pinky Ring, and Bruno Mars came out and performed, and I like lost my ish. And I assumed he probably wasn't gonna come in on a Monday night, especially with like nothing's happening in town. There's no like games, fights, anything like that. So I was like, it's probably rare that he'll be here, but there's always live music, and the Hooligans band was playing. And they also had a gorgeous singer who was just crushing it. So I got to take Angie to the Pinky Ring. We had so much fun. You can't record or do any photos in there, which is like just a vibe. I feel like everyone's just like more relaxed and chill and just like living their best life because of that. But we had so much fun doing that. And then last night, yeah, we were just a little bit more chill. We got some snacks. We gambled for, I don't know, maybe like a half hour. I think we lost like $40, and we were like, okay, well, that was fun. And yeah, she's on her tour today. We're gonna go get lunch, and then I have to take her to the airport. But this was such a fun trip. I'm so glad that I got to see her and she got to come, even though we just saw each other in Austin last week. But this was like so fun, and it just, especially because we were here like for the business side of things, it's just such a like a crazy experience. Like Angie and I met because of YouTube. We met in the comment section. We have been through so much together over these last like 7-8 years of becoming full-time influencers, becoming brand owners together. We launched our businesses, I think, within a year of each other. Like, it's just really cool to have a friendship like that, an adult friendship that you've been able to see each other through so many things. Sometimes I get a little sad because I hear people talk about their friendships that they've had since childhood and friendships that they've had since high school, and I don't really have any friendships like that. And sometimes it makes me feel like really weird, like what's wrong with me? Like, why wasn't I able to hold on to friendships, you know, from people that I've known for such a long time? But some of my longest friendships are from the people that I have met through YouTube. And you know, when we did Austin, Amanda, who is Makeup Just for Fun on YouTube and Instagram, she was there. Who is K Bella Beauty. These are women that I have been friends with since 2016, 2017. And they're like, even though they might not be my friends from high school or childhood, and I can't say we've known each other since we were in diapers, it's still a really unique friendship, I feel like, because we've had to work so hard at them in terms of like staying, you know, communicative with one another and checking in with one another. And I'll always talk about how in 2020 and during COVID, when we were jumping onto Marco Polo, my YouTube friends, those were the people that knew everything that was going on in my life. I wasn't telling my real life, like people that I see every day, like I wasn't telling them what was going on. And I just feel like these friendships are so strong for so many reasons, and I appreciate them so much. And so again, like, you know, sure, maybe we haven't been friends for 20 plus years, but it doesn't make our friendships any less valuable or any less important. And every time that I get to hang out with, you know, Molly came to visit me in Las Vegas. I'm actually going to Michigan to visit her. I'm going to North Carolina to see Amanda. I've gone to Austin. Angie has come here multiple times. Those kinds of friendships are so, they've impacted my life so much. It's just so interesting because, you know, Angie and I both talk about this. Like, part of the reason why we started what we do is because we wanted friends. And now I have so many friends. And not even just with other YouTubers, but also with people that I've met online and part of the Sam Squad. Like, to know that I have those friendships is so cool. I went to Ireland with 13 women in January, and now like 8 or 9 of those women that went to Ireland are going to Chicago in July to meet up again because they made friends through the community, and I'm gonna go and visit them. Like, how cool is that? I don't know, it makes me so excited. And I've really appreciated these last few days. I really appreciated everything that Angie did for me and my space. And I know that I'm gonna go home today, and obviously my living room is still a little crazy. My living room is still like, there's some work to be done in the living room that I need to do and like go through some of the boxes and stuff that we put together. But like, that second bedroom is looking so much better now. I'm really excited to put the nook together. Yeah, I think it's gonna be so cool. So you never know what will happen. I guess to sum it up, like, you never know what will happen when you try something new. For me, it was creating a book blog, and then it was creating a YouTube channel. For you, could look like a variety of different things in your life that you're like, man, I've always wanted to do that or try that. You have no idea how it could potentially change your life. Of course, not everything works out. There's things that I've tried that haven't worked out. There's things that I've taken chances on that, you know, didn't work out. But every once in a while, you do something and it changes your whole life. That's pretty cool. Just using a Huda Beauty lip liner. I really like this lip liner. It came in the 90s kit. It was like this lip liner and then a clear gloss. Also, so I've talked before about like either being sensitive to watermelon, maybe being allergic to it. I get some PR from Glow Recipe, and I never want to use it. I think the gloss is in my purse. I always get hesitant to use it when they send their watermelon products, but they sent their watermelon SPF. And I was like, oh, I just want to try this SPF stick. My face, I used it for like 3 days in a row. And on day 3, I was like, oh my goodness. I have breakouts in my eyebrows, like my whole forehead. I have breakouts like literally on my lips, around my lips. Like, I have struggled with acne, and especially hormonal acne. This is not it. I was like, okay, something about watermelon still just does not sit well with me. So after day 3, I stopped using that, using the Golden Glimmer gloss from Natasha. But still doesn't work out. Not saying it's a bad product. It's you know, it's something about me and watermelon does not mix. But my poor skin, and my skin was like in good shape for a long time, and I was very happy about it. So I probably shouldn't have tried the watermelon, but I say it all the time, and then I'm always like, but I really want to try this product. But now we know, because it's been a few years since I've tried anything with watermelon in it, because I've, you know, always stayed away from it. But now we know. Still a no. Still a no for the watermelon. So this is my final look. Okay, I need to, I still have to pack my entire bag. And then Angie will be back, and we're gonna go out to lunch, and then I have to take her to the airport. But she's actually coming back to Vegas, but it's when I'm gone on one of my trips. So I'm super sad about that, so I won't see her the next time that she's here, but we'll see each other soon. We're going to go to Maine in September. Again, your reminder if you want to join the group chat. Stay tuned. My members video will be the shop with me for my nook, and I'll have some videos coming from my new space, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you all for your support. You know, I know over the last little while here, my videos have been a little bit more chaotic and maybe not the most like professional space and all those sort of things, as my life has kind of been up in the air. But I hope you enjoy some of the future videos and coming to you from different locations and things like that. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me in my Bellagio hotel room for this one. See you in the next one.